Greetings mortals, it's I, Space the Gamer, and welcome to my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 8, JoJolion, Chapter 58, Mother and Meeting. And last time we've seen Joshu's adventure with dealing with Milgaroman, and today we're starting off with Josuke, starting with his monologue about all the things he has learned about himself, how he was Josefumi Kujo and Yoshikage Kira before, and how he ended up like Josuke by all about his fusion, the Rokaka tree, the stone humans, the equivalent exchange, all that stuff that went down earlier. And then he decides to go to the hospital to visit his quote-unquote mother, Holy Joestar Kira, and he sees her in pretty bad shape. Yeah, when he arrives at the hospital, she sees that she isn't really in good care, and it's all because the money for her treatment that has been coming from Yoshikage Kira, well, stopped because, yeah, he fused with Josefumi. And it is kinda a problem. He asks the doctor how is she, and Holly isn't really holding up so well. She's so bad that she started to eat her own hands, and they had to literally sew them back together and tie her down so she wouldn't do anything crazy. And then we find out that Kira has been paying 120,000 yen per night, which is about, I guess, $1,200 per one night, and that's a lot of money, damn. I don't know how did he get that much money, but he's Yoshikage Kira. He can do stuff, I guess. And then Joshu is all depressed because he has no means of paying that. Man, if he only had Milgaroman, he could have paid that. Well, I guess not, because Milgaroman can't let you spend any of the money you get, which is a shame, really. Man, if Josh only kept this stand for a little bit more, maybe they could have figured out how to use all this money to help Holly. But then, after Josuke is done crying over his mother, he says to the doctors that if anything happens to Holly, he won't forgive it, and he'll do everything that he can to make her happy. And he then renews his resolve to continue the work of his predecessors, Kira and Josefumi, to finally find the Rokaka tree. Why does it have to be Frika? Whatever. But then we're transported to the Higashikata house. Everything says good morning, and Noryusuke is just doing his crazy Noryusuke stuff. He's doing some weird briefing with weird poses, not even JoJo poses like usual, just I mean literally. Daya is curious what Noryusuke is doing, and he explains that he seen some DVDs with some videos that about those briefings practices or something like that, and he just goes around the house and pause, which is really fucking weird. And then he looks for the DVD that Daya was talking about, and then he gets the DVD from none other than Kaato, his ex-wife and the mother of her children. She just has been sitting in the couch, chilling like she's owning the place, even though she hasn't been there for 15 years because she was in prison. And now everyone notices her, like, who is that woman? What happened? How long has she been here? I don't know how did you not notice a woman just sitting in your house so casually? Noriyusuke is super freaked out. He didn't know that she was released from prison, and Joshua and Daya have no idea who that is because Kaato was not present in their lives for a long time because, as I said, she was in prison. And apparently Noriyusuke hasn't told neither Joshua or Daya about her, and they were under the impression that their mother is dead or that she left. And Kaato is really upset at Noriyusuke because not only did he not tell her children about her, he also divorced her when she was in prison, and she pretty much wants him to pay for everything that he's done, because apparently all the fortune that the Higashikata family got from now was thanks to her. And yeah, apparently she'll make them pay. Then Josuke is all curious and asks Kaato who is that woman, because she's the oldest one there. Well, as weird as that may be. And she knows that woman because she was big enough to remember her. I don't remember how old is Kaato, like 23 years old or something? Yeah, because no, Kaato is 24 because she was 9 when her mother was locked up, and Joshua was 3 and Daya was just born then. So yeah, so she kinda remembers her mother, and it makes sense that others can't remember her. But I'm kinda curious why isn't Kaato really acting to Josuke being in the house? Did JoJolion tell her that Josuke was adopted or something? Because she says no word about Josuke. She just, okay, I'm just dealing with Noriyusuke here. Don't mind me, Josuke, that I totally don't know, and is a totally random person in my house. Okay, whatever. And then Kaato tells us that Kaato was in prison for murdering someone's child. She didn't specify whose child. Was it her own? Was it someone else? But I guess we'll find out in a couple more chapters. So yeah, then Kaato wants to see her daughter, I mean Daya, up close. So she wants to hug her, and then Joshua is a real asshole right now and trips her, makes her fall down. And not only that, he uses his stunt to destroy her clothes with his nuts. I don't know how that works, but he destroyed her clothes and stripped her down, essentially. Wow, I know that you didn't know this woman really well, but man, even if she was a stranger, you don't do that to a stranger. You just don't strip her down. I mean, Joshua, it's your fucking mother. What is up with you, man? How big of an asshole can you be? I mean, seriously. And then she drops her cards. And like we've seen a couple chapters back, those cards can store a bunch of things, so yeah, Joshua tries to pick them up, but from those cards a chair pops up and stabs Joshua. It almost looks like a fatal blow, but thankfully it isn't. Well, thankfully. Well, I don't like Joshua, so it's whatever if he dies or not to me. But he gets beaten up pretty badly by a freaking chair. So then JoJolion makes his appearance and tells them that he was the one that let her in the house. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else. Only Noriyusuke is like all nervous and wondering what is up with JoJolion. And that's when we end our chapter. Yeah, Not much happened this chapter, but we see the interactions between the Higashikata family and Kaato, and that's about it. I mean, nothing else. But I hope we'll finally get to see our main villain. It has been 58 chapters and no main villain inside. Is it JoJolion? Is it Kaato? Just show where is this plot leading into. I mean, we've been waiting 5 freaking years to see the villain. Mostly by that time we see a main villain in JoJo, but not now. Well, we can only wait until more rock humans arrive, but that will probably not be soon. Maybe next week, maybe not. I'm really hoping that we can finally find this Rokaka tree and be done with this. Because, not gonna lie, this part is kinda getting boring. It isn't really living up to the Steelban Run fame. So yeah, pick up your game, Araki, because we want to know stuff, really juicy stuff, and we really want to have some awesome JoJo craziness. So please, make your plot a little faster, make it run a little bit, because it is moving at snail's pace, honestly. But yeah, that was about it I have to say about this chapter. So if you liked my review and / reaction to this chapter, then drop a like, subscribe and follow me on social media. And look forward to my next review of next chapter of JoJolion. So until then, I'll see you folks in a month or something like that. Space the Gamer out. Peace folks.